Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another NBA recap. Today we are on day 16 of the NBA season, and yeah, so we'll be recapping it. For the predictions for today's games, we went 7-4 with a total record of 63-43, which is, I actually don't even know if that's good or bad. Probably kind of average, I would think. First game we got the Pacers versus the Nets. This is one I got wrong. The Pacers give the Nets their first win. Porter Jr., really good game. Claxton, he's had a few really good games in a row where I think he leads them in assists per game right now. Their center, who is not really known as a great passer, but has been really good for them. So, I mean, yeah, I guess it's a positive for the Nets. They still, you want to see more from your rookies if you're a team, if you're rooting for the Nets right now. Because you had 5 first-round picks, and today you had one of them play and not hit a shot. He still just only hits threes, and then 3 of them just not do anything and not even get in the game. So, yeah, at least you're seeing, like, Noah Clowney is, I guess, a younger player, and Claxton could still be your center for the future, so at least you get to see them do pretty well. But yeah, you want to see your rookies do a little bit better. Other side, Pascal Siakam, I mean, he's definitely like an all-star type player. And he could make, like, the team's really bad obviously, but he still could make it just because the East isn't always the strongest in all-star talent. Jeremiah Robinson Earl comes in his first game, grabs 15 rebounds. He was pretty good for them. Mac McClung does not play today. I mean, yeah, Ben Shepherd played pretty well, I guess. Neesmith still hasn't been too efficient for them. Weird stat line, 6'6" and 6 by Jabari Walker. It's kind of a weird stat line, but okay. And yeah, Huff was pretty good off the bench scoring wise, but yeah, Pacers lose. Looks like this is going to be a tanking season for them, unless they can turn things around. You never know, but yeah, it's not looking good so far. Cavaliers versus Sixers. The Cavaliers are finally looking healthy again, and in their first game with that health, it was more of a blowout than this. You can see, like, the fourth quarter, the Sixers kind of came back, but they definitely had a bigger lead, did the Cavs. So yeah, 46-4-8 by Mitchell. He's been really, really good this year. I feel like the Cavs don't really have a guy who's like an MVP unless, like, I don't think anyone would ever expect Donovan Mitchell to get it. Like, he's always like kind of in the conversation, like a top 10, and maybe get like a top 6, top 7, but it's just because he just scores and can get some assists and rebounds, but not enough to make him like an MVP type guy, even if the team is super good. But if he's putting stats up like this and he's like averaging over 30 on the season, I think so far, there's definitely a chance. You never know. Just the team has to be better because they're only 5-3, but they are healthy now, so they should be able to win some more games. I mean, yeah, Darius Garland wasn't too good in his return, but whatever. Just his first game and they win the game anyways. Merrill continues to just shoot the 3-ball amazingly. Ball had 8 assists. He also had one, like, I wonder if they probably didn't count it as a shot. It was definitely a turnover, but where he like faked a shot and passed it. It's one of those ones where it kind of looks like he did shoot it, so then it looked like the worst air ball of all time, but it was actually supposed to be a pass. But yeah, Maxey, he played pretty well again. VJ Edgecombe, probably his worst game of the season. You want to see Jared McCain back out. I mean, he played in the last game. I'm guessing they're just keeping him out just for injury management, but yeah, it'd be nice to see him back in the lineup for good. Jazz versus Pistons. Svima Hailuk leads the Jazz. He's been starting for them, which has just been interesting, and really good game here. 17 boards by Nurkic. Keontae George didn't have a great game. Markkanen didn't have a great game to his standards this season. Ace Bailey was actually able to have one of his better games of the season off the bench today with 9 points. Pretty efficient. But yeah, the Pistons with just Cade and Duran, like, that duo is really, really good. And then you have Asar Thompson, who's looked a lot better this year. Karis LeVert finally got him some scoring off the bench, but I mean, yeah, good game for the Pistons. They're now 6-2, looking good to start the season. I mean, yeah, they could be a top team in the East with how the Knicks, and I mean, I guess the Knicks and the Cavs kind of showed what they can do today. The Knicks kind of blowing out a really good Timberwolves team that had Anthony Edwards playing, and the Cavs blowing out that Sixers team that's looked really good. So yeah, they might end up be in those top 2 teams like we expect, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. Timberwolves, Randall has another really good game. He's looked really good for them so far. Same with DiVincenzo. Anthony Edwards coming back from injury, didn't have an amazing game. I mean, yeah, Conley had some shots off the bench. Not a great Naz Reid game. On the other side, OG Anunoby plays really well. 25 and 8, really efficient. Brunson with a double-double, also grabbing 7 rebounds. Towns also with a double-double. Hart 18, 5 and 4. He's definitely looked a lot better coming off the bench now than he did to start the season, which is good to see because he's, you know, kind of like one of the parts of the heart and soul of that team, right? So with everything he can do for them, but has kind of not found his role, I guess, yet off the bench, but looking better over the last few games. Celtics versus Wizards, and you can see I don't know what money line means, but minus 714. Maybe that's an after the game thing. But yeah, they dominated this like expected. I mean, Sarr had a really good game. Good for the Wizards fans, I guess. You know, you get to see him continue to have a nice sophomore season. Not too much else to be happy about here. I mean, Bob Carrington continues to just like not do well. Like a minus 30 plus minus. He played 30 minutes and only had 3 points, only took 2 shots. It wasn't like an awful game, but like you want to see him do more after the rookie season he had. So we'll see if he can bounce back eventually. Jaylen Brown continues to play really well. He had another victim with his hairline, sprayed on hairline today. I think it was Keontae George. But, you know, he's playing really well anyway, so it doesn't matter. Josh Minot, 21, 18 for Pritchard. Perfect game shooting-wise from Kada, except for the 1 missed free throw. Derek White just had a better game. Didn't shoot it too much, but, you know, 5 stocks. A really just efficient role player type game. But they want to see him, like, step up and become a little bit more than a role. Like, I think there's a chance he made an all-star game if him and Brown were playing really well. The Celtics were actually better than expected. You know, we'll see if he can turn it up a little bit, but right now it's definitely not looking like that. Simon's off the bench, bringing some scoring. Walsh was pretty good. Same with Hugo. Hauser couldn't hit his shots today, but they still win by 30, so it doesn't matter too much. Next game, Rockets versus Grizzlies. The Grizzlies continue to struggle, and it's looking worse and worse for this for Ja Morant's future on this team. He's 1-7 from 3, just can't hit a shot to save his life to start the season. 6-19 from the field. I mean, yeah, Jock Landale continues to shoot it well, but doesn't matter too much when you're. And also, Jaren Jackson just had 9 points. Just, you know, at least he didn't foul out, but 9 points. Yeah, Amen Thompson, 28, 10 and 7. He's had back-to-back really good games for them. Sengun was good. I mean, when you're able to win by 15 and your main scorer shoots 5 of 18, and Kevin Durant, you're pretty you're looking pretty good there. Ari Eason playing really good off the bench again. Same with Shepherd. Capella getting 10 boards. Looks like there's no Steven Adams in this game, unless I am blind. No, I do not see him. So Capella took that role as the main backup big and played well. But yeah, Hoagie continues to shoot it really well. Same with Jabari Smith. Yeah, the Rockets are back looking like a good team after a kind of a rough start. Didn't they start 0-2, so they've won 5 in a row now, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, the Grizzlies, at least Cam Spencer's looking good for you, but yeah, Coward as well. I mean, this game he didn't look amazing, but was still able to do other things even when his shot wasn't falling. But yeah, Grizzlies 3-6 now. Not looking good. Same with the Mavericks. they fall to a Pelicans team that's been awful with their guys, and now they're without Zion. It looks like Poole isn't playing as well, and they lose to this team. Cooper Flag played all right. Gafford. I mean, it's so much like talent on this team. I feel like even with some of the guys they've had out, but you still got like Klay Thompson, Brandon Williams, pretty good player. Najee Marshall is definitely a good player. Martin's supposed to be a good player, but I don't know what happened to him. Even like Jaden Hardy, like they have way more talent than this Hawks team, but just couldn't get it done. Yeah, Sadiq Bey, he had a really good game. Fears was all right. Herb Jones pretty good. Trey Murphy wasn't even like, didn't even have it going tonight, and he's supposed to be like the main scorer for this team with Zion out. Yeah, Derek Queen was all right. They definitely want Derek Queen to be really good, obviously. Like I've mentioned a lot, he's the guy who they traded for that, or traded away their first round pick for this year for him. So yeah, Cooper Flag was good at least. I mean, good enough, you know, 5 stock. Like it was a good game in general for him. So that's a positive, I guess, if you're a Mavericks fan. The thing is, you also could have Luka Doncic right now, so kind of hard to, yeah. Heat versus Nuggets. Jokic has a classic Jokic game, 33, 15, and 16. Gordon plays well. Murray wasn't as good tonight, but a good game from Hardaway off the bench. And yeah, they were able to take down the Heat by a double-digit margin. Powell wasn't as efficient from the field today. Wiggins had a pretty good game. Almost a double-double by Mitchell. Pele was all right. Another good game for Hawkes off the bench. Kel'el Ware. Fontecchio didn't really have it going tonight. But yeah, just a dominant Jokic performance gets the Nuggets a nice win there. Now they are 5-2. Warriors vs Kings. This is a game without Curry and without Butler, I think. They're missing a lot of guys. Yeah, without Curry, without Butler. That's the main ones there. So kind of expected for the Kings to win. And yeah, Russell Westbrook, he may be back. But yeah, that's back to that games where Russell Westbrook has had a really good game, and today he got a triple-double. Forget what the number is, like 200 and something triple-double that he's had. And yeah, I don't think anyone was really expecting him to get one this year without, like, how it was looking. No one was signing him. And if someone did sign him, it was probably expected to be a team that, you know, wouldn't have him as a main guy. But he went to the Kings, and I mean, yeah, the last couple of games actually, he's like been a starter, getting his chance, and he has proven himself. Getting the 3-ball this year, I think he's shooting like 42% from 3, which is obviously a career high from him. So yeah, cool to see him, you know, dominate. Precious Achiuwa in his first game looked pretty good in 9 minutes. Monk was good off the bench. Reyno, all right. Carter still not really getting minutes. You know, that was a top. What pick was he? Was he 11 or something? You know, a lottery pick at least. He hasn't done too much for them yet. And Keon Ellis barely, or no, he did play. I just saw him at the end of the thing. It's just he didn't score. He looks like he got a lot of fouls as well. On the other side, Golden State, they get a nice game from their rookie. Moses Moody with another really good game. Kuminga with a good game. I mean, you can't be mad at the performance your team put up without their top 2 guys. I think you're happy with how all your young guys perform. Like, this is your future, you know, when you move on from Curry and Butler. Like, these 4 guys, I mean, depending on what happens with Kuminga might get traded. So, I don't know. We'll see. But, like, Moody, he looks like a guy who's going to stay here for a little bit. Will Richard, obviously a rookie you just got, so you're planning on keeping him, and same with Pods. So, yeah, good sign there for them. And they only lose by 5 without their top 2 guys, so yeah, not too bad. And it took the other team to have like a really good performance by a old Russell Westbrook as well. Trailblazers vs Thunder. The Thunder get handed their first loss of the season. Trailblazers come back in the second half. I kind of like the first quarter was dominant by the Thunder, and then I guess the second quarter they kind of came back a little bit and then continued it, winning each of the last 3 quarters. Pretty good game from Shea, just not very efficient. 3-ball was efficient at least. Wiggins was really good. Mitchell, Hartenstein, Jason Wall. Like, the thing about this Thunder team is they're so injured. You know, you didn't get Caruso. I mean, I don't know why that's the first name I brought up, but you know, he's a pretty important part to that team. You don't have Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren. There's definitely more like the young guys like Sorburn, Topic. So yeah, they're missing a lot right now. Very injured team. But they're still a good team, obviously, because they have Shea and so much depth. Other side, though, I mean, that doesn't take anything away from this Trailblazers team winning this, though, because it's still a really hard team to beat in the Thunder. Obviously, they're 8-0 before this game with a lot of injuries anyways. So great game, great win for the Blazers. 26-10-9 by Avdia. Couldn't hit a shot, but got to the line. Another good game from Drew Holiday. He's looked really good for them. Morrow was good. Sharp, not too efficient, but pretty good. Jeremy Grant continues to just look like a new player this season. Dwap Reith just comes in as a shooting big and just knocks down 4 or 5 threes. Was a plus 21. I mean, yeah, great win for the Blazers. They are now what, 5-3? 5-3. So yeah, they're looking pretty good. Then this game, Lakers Spurs. I mean, the Lakers are 7-2 now. This is without LeBron, with Luka missing some time, Austin Reeves missing some time. So, I mean, Luka 35, 9, and 13 wasn't the most efficient, but they won. DeAndre Ayton 22 and 10. Smart 17, 5, and 5 got to the line. Wasn't most efficient with his shots, but got to the line. Hachimura was pretty good for them again. Laravia was alright, grabbing some rebounds. Other side though, Victor Wembanyama now with back-to-back games where he was kind of just stopped. Got fouled out in 32 minutes in this one as well, so wasn't even able to finish the game with his team. She definitely could have been the difference. So Sochan returns, he had a pretty good game. Kelly Olynyk, pretty good. But yeah, it's 2 games in a row now where Wembanyama has struggled. I haven't been able to watch either game, so I'm wondering like what other teams are doing. Just like not letting him get the ball probably is the main thing you can do. So yeah, I mean, he also struggled from the field though. Got 2 threes, missed both of them. Yeah, that's it for today's games. I guess we can move on to the predictions for today, or for, I guess those were yesterday's games. Now we'll move on to the predictions for today's huge slate of games. It's 1 game. So Clippers versus Suns. Damn, what's the recap gonna be tomorrow? It's like a 1 game. I guess we'll just predict this quickly though. Clippers, Suns. I'm gonna take Clippers. They're probably injured. That's probably why they're not the favorite, but I'm just gonna go with them anyways. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you did, and goodbye.